Assalamu alaikum Rahmatullahi. It's me, Providence, Scorpion Maisonetsmuaythai, Kruyod Hamzah Maisonet. We're over here. We're going to work on certain things for some of our intermediates here, and maybe 2 or 3 of our beginners here, and some of the advanced. It's always good to go over basic fundamentals, okay? What I like to make you guys understand, mainly, really what I want you guys to understand, if you, let's sit around here so that I can talk to the camera at the same time face you guys, okay? Now, what I really want you guys to understand is that what I am touching base on with my son, Kruyod Hamzah Maisonet, the Purple Scorpion, and what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to touch base on certain things that you don't see. In Muay Thai, Thai boxing itself, Muay means to fight or to box, Thai free, the free way, okay? What I'm trying to show you is not what I call YouTube tutorials. Everybody and their mother go on YouTube and they learn some tutorials and whatever and what have you. They're not teaching you the insides of things. They're teaching you certain things. One thing you cannot do, you cannot pattern Thai boxing. Thai boxing is from the people from Thailand. They used to be the people from Santiago. Then they became the free people. They got their freedom, and this is what it is. When they fight the way they do. It's very educated. It just looks barbaric, but it's very educated. So when you are doing this, I do not, for myself, I am what they call the old school, sit your tone way of doing things. I don't believe that Thai boxing, of course, you have to modify yourself every year. I don't believe that you should learn the modern way of Muay Thai if you don't have the basic fundamentals. A lot of people don't have the basic fundamentals. The basic fundamentals is the essence of everything. You can make chicken, but if you don't put no seasoning in it, you're gonna have a bitter taste. You got what I'm saying? So they say chicken all tastes the same. I don't think so, my nigga. You got what I'm saying? So there's the way I look at it. You have to put seasoning in your food, and you have to know the foundation of it. This is your foundation. Muay Thai, you cannot pattern it. It's Thai boxing. It belongs to the people. It belongs to all of you. Now, what you can do is the educated guess, which is the theory. You understand? Every camp has its own educated guess of how a technique should be applied. That's what makes your camp name different than everyone else. And then your tried, true, and tested, as my brother Najee Hassan would say, that is tried, is very true, and it has been tested, brings you to your whole recipe of how you made this happen, and then you got the end result, which is your scientific method. The scientific method is what you come up with and makes it you. It turns out to be your style, the way that you teach it. That's why in Thailand you have so many different camps, but they teach their own way, because they have their own way of thinking, because they have their own mind. And since you have your own mind, so shall you think. You got what I'm saying? So because of that, this is what it is. As people say, oh, I got modern style and I teach modern this and modern that. Well, then that's why you're like a dirty rice and nobody wants to eat. Because you got a bunch of mixed up stuff without no foundation fundamentals. You understand? I'm going to touch on something base that a lot of people don't like to teach or like to explain. And most people don't fucking know. Something very simple. Me and my son here. We're conventional versus conventional. I'm not going to go into a stance, the position in the stance, anything. I'm going into a theory, a guess, a thought process. Then it was tried, true, and tested, because we did it lots of times, and it made it to what I learned and how I teach it, which is a scientific method, how to get inside that leg kick. A lot of people teach you how to kick to the leg, but they don't tell you how to get in there. Okay? They'll teach you move this way and move that way. It's very simple. It's called trapping the leg off. Here we go. Nice and simple. My son's going to stand this way.